So Neewer has been doing such an amazing job with their studio strobes and their speed lights as well. I really wanted to see what a Neewer studio would look like. And, so I reached out to them and said, I want to set up a Neewer studio and see what it is and what we can do with it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So the first thing is the umbrella. I'm going to use this as my backfill. I'm going to use the 400 as my backfill because I don't need a lot of power from this. It's just a fill light. So I'm going to keep this power low and I'll just put it in back, covering the whole area. But I want to see how this light quality is and how each one of their new modifiers are. Like this umbrella is fantastic. It's the quality you would expect at a price that kind of surprised me. Anyway, we're going to set up the studio now. Now for this one, I'm going to keep it pretty high, just keep it focused on the entire backdrop. Now, the next thing is that rolling stand. Everybody always asks me about that and I always forget where I got that. I think I got it from Adorama, but I saw that Neewer has one as well. So I wanted to see how theirs is. Again, theirs is inexpensive. So if it's the same quality as that, it's a lot less money. So I wanted to try it and show it to you.
Really quickly before I get into this stand, I just want to say that is a fact that one of my Profoto B20 strobes, without a modifier or anything else, this entire studio setup costs less than that light. And you really have to put that into perspective because it's really incredible. Anyway, this stand, this is a wonderful stand. This is what I'm talking about with Neewer. I know they're up and coming, but when they do products like this wheel here, every little detail is done so well. They may be really cost effective, but they do not scrimp on quality. They pay attention to the little things, and that's why I like this company so much, because what they're doing and how they're doing it. Anyway, this light stand is a great wheel light stand for a small studio or even a large studio. It's pretty heavy duty. Now, this is one of their new soft boxes with that pop open feature. And I love that this ring can be swapped out so you can put different mounts in it. This, obviously, I'm using the Bowens mount for this. This is a tight opening. Like, you really have to pull in this to open it. But it's a quality softbox. Again, they stay with their theme of quality 100% of the time. And I'm very impressed with that part of Neewer so far. Now, there's one thing I'm blind with, and that is if I do have issues with the strobe or any kind of product that they put out, like, will I be able to get service for them? That I don't know yet. I haven't been into them long enough to say, I can say, they're going to fix it or they're going to stand behind their products. I just don't know. Godox, there's issues with that. Sometimes they'll say, we can't help you, or we don't care anymore, we're not replacing it. Or, hey, we'll send you the interior board for it and you have to replace it yourself.
Well, this setup was impressive and it did exactly what I needed to do. And the cost factor in this setup is unbelievable. Like when I added this up, I could not believe the total price of this kind of setup, a 3-light setup. Now, I was going to use a softbox on the back, but I decided, hey, I'm just going to use a magnetic grid, save some space because I have so much, stuff here. This worked out great. Now, the umbrella is fantastic. The build quality is great, and it comes with a diffuser. So you can add the diffuser on this as well. I didn't need it because I'm just using it as a fill light in the back. I kept this at probably, let's see here, 1/64th power. Okay, honestly. Now I'm shooting at 1/500th of a second. I'm shooting on the Leica Q343, by the way. This is my first studio shoot with this. We'll get into that in another video, but I'm excited about this. And I will tell you, what took place on all this. Anyway, so the 200 as my rim hair, whatever you want to call it, accent light. This is my fill light. I didn't use the diffuser, didn't need it. I love these pop open boxes, and I'm glad that they put them out. This comes with the grid as well. And everything fits. Like a lot of soft boxes you'll put these on the diffusers and you'll have gaps somewhere because it's just not made right. These are made right. They fit the way they're supposed to. So when I put it on, there's no gaps or I don't have to adjust it. And I'm OCD with that stuff. Same thing with the grid. It just fit the way it's supposed to right off. This light stand, I'm just overall impressed with the quality of what Neewer is putting out. It's just amazing to me. Now, my worry was, Neewer doesn't have a Leica remote. Now, I wasn't going to use it in TTL anyway, but I wanted to use the Leica remote just in case I wanted to. So I threw the Godox X3 for Leica on the Q, It worked flawlessly. So that was my setup for today. Anyway, let's get into the shoot and we'll discuss this stuff. I want to show you this stuff because a lot of people want this kind of setup, but they just don't have the money to put into all this type of equipment. And I know Godox isn't expensive now, but these trump Godox with the prices, and they work so incredibly well. To me, they're just fabulous lights at the price point, at any price point. But I really wanted to show you this because I'm just impressed. Anyway, let's get to the shoot.
So a really quick breakdown of the lighting. It's simple, honestly, and I don't use a light meter or anything like that. I use my eye in the back of my little camera screen, and this is what I see. So this is the back or rim light or accent light, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to add the fill. Now, I want the fill really low. I don't want it to be prominent in the images. I just want to have a little bit of fill so it's not a harsh shadow, but I still want that shadow to be present. So this was my first attempt here, and this is too much for me, believe it or not. I want even less fill for this because, again, I like shadows in the images. I like that 3D effect that you can build off of lighting. So I want to take that fill light down even more. This is it, so I'm still getting the image, but it's just a touch of light so it's not a harsh shadow when I use that main light. So now I'm going to add the main light in and you'll see the effect that I'm getting. And you can see the shadowing. It's still a pretty decent shadow, but it doesn't go overboard. And the nice part about using a fill light like this is you can adjust it to your taste and your style of photography, and it stays out of the way. It's behind me. It's never in my way. I never have to shoot around it. It's pretty far back. It's just an overall fill light. And honestly, it's a really easy 3-light setup with that type of fill light. Now we're bringing in the stool quite a bit in this shoot because she hurt her ankle, so she has to stay off her feet as much as possible. So I tried to, do a little bit of standing and then a little bit of sitting just to make it easier on her throughout this shoot. So if you're wondering why the stool is in, because I really rarely shoot with a stool or anything like that, that's why we're bringing it in because, again, she does have a hurt ankle. Now, I do have to say, there are a lot of third-party companies that are getting into lighting, whether it's LED or flash. What's different with Neewer is not the obvious of the lower priced lighting that they put out, but the quality level and the full system that they're putting out. They're not just doing bits and pieces here or there, a speed light or one studio strobe. They're creating an entire ecosystem of lighting that's not only inexpensive, but absolutely positively top quality gear. And it's not one or two. They're building that full system so you can have a full studio strobe system within their own ecosystem. I know that they, advertise that the remotes, Godox remotes work with their lights, so you can add their lights to a Godox system. But they're at the point now where you can be adding, say, another third party like Godox lights to their system because they're that rounded and that full in their full studio systems. Not only do they have the lights in the power, the different power level lights, and then different size lights, but now they have the modifiers to go with them, and everything that they're doing is top quality equipment. And believe me, it is above most other third-party companies as far as the quality is concerned. And I always say it, like the little things, the brackets, the wheels on this new stand that I got, everything is top quality. And when you look at the price points of these and then you look at the gear that they're putting out at these price points, it is really impressive. Now, setting up this entire studio like this with a 600 watt as my main light, a 400 watt as my fill, a 200 watt as a rim or accent light, this is an entire system that is easy to use, has the peripherals to go with it, like the soft boxes, the grids, and so forth. And the soft boxes, they're coming with the grids. The giant umbrella has that diffuser in the box with the umbrella. There's nothing extra you have to buy. There's no add-ons. If you need it, it's in the box. And that's what's impressive to me. Now, I'm shooting at ISO 100, but my main flash is at 1/16th power. What that means to me is I'm not going to run out of battery power through this shoot. I'm going to have extremely fast recycle time. The backlight, the fill is at 1/64th power, and that rim light is at 1/16th power. I'm not stressing any of these batteries out whatsoever because of the output of these lights. But the real takeaway here is that 600 watt light is less than most people's 200 or 300 watt light. And having that much power and being able to afford that much power is what matters. And that power gives me, again, that option of fast recycle time, many, many more pops per battery charge. That makes a difference. Now, every light that I get, I always buy a spare battery for. That is the first thing I do. If I'm getting into a system, I buy a new light, I have to have a spare battery for it because you never know where a shoot's going to take you. And running out of battery is not something that's even an option for me during a shoot. So I did pick up spare batteries for each one of these because they really are that good. And as soon as I started using these, I knew I would keep these and use these for a long time. I like the system and I like what they're doing with it. I cannot wait to see where they go from here because of what they're doing right now. You know, coming out of the gate with this kind of quality, that's impressive. Anyway, if you have any questions, leave them below. Thanks for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed the shoot.